The next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. I'm so excited for this one. Late Bankz is in the building.
Yo. How y'all feeling? You already know who it is.
You already know who it is. I'm so excited to have you here. It's been crazy because I think our good friend Coey from Talk of the Town was one of the first people to really put me onto your music, and ever since then I've just become such a fan.
No, I love Talk of the Town. Shout out Coey. Shout out the whole team.
Yeah, because I'm like Lay really the one, because like I think I even saw you. Were you dancing in a D Sturdy video too? You had like a.
Yeah, I was in one of his videos.
Which video was that one?
I think it was the Shakeover.
Was that the one in the school?
Oh, I was in that one too.
You were in that was the one that I remember you from.
Yeah, I was in there.
So it was funny because like when I started listening to your music after like Coey had put me on, I was like, this girl looks mad familiar. I'm like, where I seen this girl before? And then I went back to Sturdy's video and I'm like, that's her right there. I'm like, that's crazy. But I think it's so fire how you got that, you've been doing the music, but then also you've just been popping up in everybody's videos, dancing and stuff like that too for a while.
For sure.
How you been?
I've been good, man. I'm just focused, trying to chase a dream. That's it.
You've been traveling a lot recently too, right?
Yeah, LA, Atlanta, here.
Yeah, because like I think when we first tried to set this up, you actually went to go do Wild and Out.
Yeah.
Which congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
Because I feel like I don't really see too many rappers, artists this early on in their career like get to make it to Wild and Out like that. And
definitely.
and for you, I think that's such a big stepping stone. So how did that Wild and Out situation come about?
Well, they hit me and my team up and just was like, we would love to have her on the show.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, well, that would be like insane. Like, I watched this show. Like, let's do it. Let's knock it out. And we went from there.
Now, did you just perform or did you actually participate?
I participated and I performed.
Okay. What did they have you do?
We played like a bunch of games.
Okay.
I don't want to spill too much tea because I want y'all to watch it when it come out.
Right.
But we played like a bunch of games. You know how they do the games on the show. And then we had like intermission. After the intermission, I got to like meet people and take pictures. And then after that, they let me perform, and it just was like such a great experience. I would love to do that again.
Did they? Was there anybody else, like any other special guests that day too, or was it just you?
It was me and I think like another big like TikToker.
Okay.
But I'm not really sure who.
Nick Cannon, obviously.
Yeah, Nick.
So you got to like chop it up, hang out with Nick a little bit too.
Yeah, he's super like, he's an amazing person. Like great personality. Just got a lot of knowledge to give too, I would say.
What do you give you? What knowledge did he give you?
Keep working hard. Like you got your foot on their necks. Just keep going.
Right.
I'm like, oh yeah, like you watching me. Like it's great to have you on the show. Like we love having people that we've seen before. I was like, oh snaps, you seen me before? Like, so that was like something that really like hit me. Like, oh snaps, like people this big is like watching me.
Because like if you think about like, oh, well, first of all, he has a lot of kids. So I was, by process of elimination, one of his kids had to have heard the song on TikTok. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, yeah.
So I feel like that's also probably a way that he might have found you too. His kids might have been doing one of the dances and whatnot, and like it was just like, wait a second, yo, who's this girl?
No, for sure, yeah.
That's fire though. But do you think about that a lot? Like how like people, because like because he recognized you, right? Do you think about how many people are actually watching you but just haven't said anything yet? Like how many people probably are tapped in, tuned in, all that stuff?
I think about that all the time because it's like you never know who watching, so you got to be on your 10 toes like all the time. And it's like, damn, people in the industry and people across the world, people in Africa, like I don't know who's watching me. And it's like I got 1 million followers. Like anybody could be looking at me right now. So it's a great thing though. It's great to have that.
Aside from Wild 'N Out, what do you feel like has been like the craziest moment or reach out that has happened to you this year?
I'm not gonna lie, I gotta shine light on my man PNB.
PNB, rest in peace, PNB.
Yeah, like we had did a collab in 2021, and we made a song together. And then I had recently made this new song, City Needs Something, and he reached back out to me and was like, yo, like, you going hard, just keep going. And it was a couple days before he actually passed, actually. And just hearing from him and him being one of my favorite artists is like that just really hit me. So
Yeah.
I gotta shine light on that.
But yeah, no, it's because like when I saw the post that you had done, whether I think it was like around the time he passed or right before, you had spoken about like kind of what you just said now, where how he kind of one, of course, was one of your favorite artists, but two, like in a way, he also became a mentor figure to you as well.
Definitely. But somebody else that I gotta bring light to is Derek Milano. You ever heard of Derek Milano?
Yes, I have heard Derek. Yeah, me and Derek Milano, I think we were talking a couple weeks ago. I think he's gonna come up here soon too.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
Like that. Like Derek, he became like a brother to me. Like from working with him, he's like a big brother. Like he's such a big inspiration. He's a lyricist.
Yeah.
He got a lot of knowledge to give, and he's super talented. And just being in the studio, being in his presence is fucking amazing.
Was that also kind of like how did he find you like the same way PNB did, or y'all knew each other for some time?
It kind of happened through like management and team and my team and stuff like that.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So how is he kind of? He's just been a mentor. He's giving you game. Like how has he kind of helped your career out?
Since I've met him, since we've been in the studio, like he's kind of been somebody I could like rely on for advice, information when I need help, or like he's good to look to help me with hooks or like verses, or like if I'm like, damn, I'm stuck. Like I know I could call Derek, like Derek, my guy. And then like even with life problems, like he got the best advice when it come to life shit. Like he's just so knowledgeable. So
I think it's cool how because one, I feel like so obviously you know so many people, but so many people have obviously also come on this show and like giving you your flowers and like have talked so highly of you. Like I mentioned, I just had Bandman here. Bandman was talking about how you basically created like a subgenre of club music, like R&B club. I gotta figure out what he said, but I think he said like R&B club. And then even like when I had Tierra here like a month or two ago, he was like, you know, there's so many people in Philly really doing it. And obviously it's these 30s, you of course. So I think that it's so cool how like obviously you've reached this height already so early on in your career, but you also have like respect from everybody. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's really fire too.
See, but like I feel like it took time to get to that point, because you know, being a young lady and you know being a singer or a rapper or whatever you are in this industry, it's a man's world already. So like, I really had to earn my respect, and everybody that respect me, I respect them.
Right. And you're also doing like a really, like I saw you up with Maya the Don, right? And I love how you linked up with Maya, because it's like, I feel like both of y'all, you know, she had Telfie, you had your songs that were going crazy on TikTok, and I feel like both of y'all kind of were coming up at the same time. So when I saw y'all together, I was like, nah, this is beautiful.
No, for sure.
Because your energies match really well too.
We got a banger coming. Like the hit we got coming, you are gonna be like, what the fuck? Like this shit gonna fuck the world up. Like it's a good one.
Now here's my question about that, right? Because is it like, are you and Maya like meeting in the middle on the sound, or like is Maya kind of leaning more towards like the sing-songy stuff that you be doing, or are you leaning more towards?
We meeting in the middle.
You meet in the middle, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
We meeting in the middle. We bringing both worlds together.
Okay, fire. So like you'll be singing a little bit, and then she'll be doing her thing too. I like that, because you and Maya's energy too is as being around Maya. You can't help but like smile and be like, yeah, she's fire. Sure. And I feel like you also carry that same energy with you. So I think y'all two together is going crazy.
No, for sure. And like, I'm really just excited for us to take over. Like, Maya's super talented. I got to give her flowers. Like, she's lyrical and she's very upkeep. Like, she's super funny and just great to be around. Like, great person. I
also heard a little rumor when you walked in today, right, that you might be doing something with Lola soon too. Well, let me just, you know.
Let's knock on wood, because it really might happen.
I see that though, because I feel like that's another situation. I just kind of, you know what I think it is too? I just really like seeing where Philly is right now as a whole, and I like seeing y'all and our people over here doing shit together. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Like New York and Philly got the ball right now. Like you talk about the East Coast, you talking about us.
Yeah, because I think of like Tierra and Dougie. That's obviously another really dope collab. I'm trying to think of who else has done stuff. I don't know if Zod did anything with anybody from up here, but I like seeing that shit, because like it's just, you know, what does Bo always say? Collaboration over competition. Collaboration over competition.
Definitely.
Wait, going viral on TikTok, because I always like artists who have like these big TikTok records. What do you feel like are some of the positives of your songs going viral on TikTok, and then what do you feel like might be some of the negatives?
Some of the positives is that people just hearing me. I love to know that I really got people out there listening to me, and people really feel something when they listen to my music. Like somebody hitting me up like, yo, like, you just made my day. Like, you made me feel good today, or you made me go through, like, I got through this because of this song.
Yeah.
Or like, that stuff just makes me feel amazing because it's like, that's what I want to do for people. I want to change the world with my sound.
Yeah.
And I feel like some negative things, like, I don't really see no negative because, like, I don't like to pay attention to stuff like that. Like, it don't bother me. You know, some people gonna like you, some people gonna hate you, and it's like you gotta take it to the chin and do what you do.
Right. I was also like kind of going off what you just said right there. Like, do you, you know, with you rising up so quickly, is it hard? Like, do you look at the comments? Like, are you kind of like in there reading what people are saying, or have you kind of learned to block that out now?
I used to read comments, but I stopped. Like, I don't even look at the comments because it's like, people gonna say what they want to say. Everybody got an opinion, and like you read too much, and it's gonna get in your head, and you don't want shit to fuck with you. So like, I just stay away from that.
And you don't want it to fuck with your sound too, because like people might say
Definitely,
like, oh, I don't like how you sounded like this on this, and then you like,
oh shit,
damn.
maybe I should change this in the studio, and then it don't sound right, and then now you stuck. Like that's why I don't pay attention to stuff like that.
I think what did Kosha just say before? Negative comments get quicker negative. What do you say? Like negative something. Quicker reactions or something like that. Like negative news gets quicker reactions. So
that's
like,
true.
And or like negative comments are easier to just kind of spew out there than positive. That's why positive news spreads slower than negative news. Yeah,
definitely.
And like the internet's just like, you know, I'm sure you've noticed, but like I've learned that like a lot of the people who be in these comments are just like kids, like little kids hating.
And that's why you really can't pay attention to it anyway. These are just kids. Like they don't know what they're talking about.
Right.
They just be talking.
That part too. And did you do the Canada show with Shy yet? Did that happen already? How was that?
That was like awesome. Like going to a whole different like setting and a whole different place in the world, and they know your songs is like, what the hell? Like, y'all really know my dance? Like that shit was crazy. Like they was really in the crowd. Like, and I'm like, oh snaps. Like,
was that your first show out of the States?
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
Congrats. Thank you so much. It was like a great experience, and I would love to go back to Canada. Like, T.O.T. hold it down.
I ain't gonna lie though, but like you and Shy K is such an interesting, like, okay, you saying people know your dance and they was doing it in the crowd, but that's such an interesting thing to like mix your fan base with Shy
K, cause like, and then I dance battle one of the boys. He was like, yo, I could dance better than you. I could dance better than you.
Like a fan or like someone in Shy's band?
Okay, and I was like, all right, come on the stage. He come on the stage. He don't even do the hips. He start like doing the New York shit.
Yeah, the gangster.
And I'm like, yo, I can't do that. Like, I can't do that. But like, it was just such a funny thing, and like, it was such a great experience. Like seeing the two fan bases mix, and like, I just thought it was crazy. Like that people came out, and then I had actual like hardcore supporters that was in the crowd, like fan pages that was in the crowd. Like, yo, Lay, like I was at your Toronto show, like, and I was like, yo, this is crazy.
That's tough.
Like, that's so lit.
Plus, it also shows that you could, like, mix fan bases like that. Because I think people sometimes are like, especially with an artist like Shy K, they're like, can my fan base also pop out to the show and have a good time, right? But that just showed that you and Shy, like, obviously there's some similarities in your music, but also a lot of differences. So I think that that's cool that, one, it was an international show, but two, it showed that, oh, you can have, like, Lay's fan base and you can have Shy's fan base in the same place, and everybody has a good time. There's no issues, no nothing. Nobody feels weird. Like, everybody can enjoy this show at the same time.
For sure. Sure.
That's fire. Y'all don't have anything. Y'all haven't worked on anything, right?
No, we haven't worked on anything, but like it might be in the works.
It might be in the works.
Yeah.
Like Lola, just sprinkle like right here, sprinkle the good energy out there, right?
For sure.
I gotta say, like I want to tell you too, like one of the first videos I saw of yours, and let me see if I can find it on your gram, that made me a fan. It was like you were doing like this acapella thing where I forgot where you were. You were snapping and you were singing, and that's when I was like, nah, she got it. Hold on, I'm gonna see.
I think you're talking about the one where I was singing Anxious.
One, this it. Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
this is before Anxious came out, right?
Yeah, that's before Anxious came out.
This shit was fire. See? I'm gonna just put that vid like right here so y'all can see. But like that was like what really made me a fan, cause I was like, oh nah, this girl got it.
No, for sure. I appreciate that, yo. Like it was I love singing. Like so anything singing, anything just performing, I'm with it.
Did you have fun at Made in America? Cause I'm gonna be honest, I think it was JID set, and I was in VIP with some of the label people, and I was like, oh, look, I saw you on the side of the stage too. I saw like you, Sturdy, everybody was running around. I saw Tierra, Wack was there.
Wack, shout out to Wack a Flacker.
Yeah, shout out to Wack. But I wanted to ask what that experience was like for you, because I'm sure it might not be your first Made in America, but it
It
probably
actually was my first.
Oh, it was your first?
Yeah.
Was it like Tierra, like her first Made in America, not sneaking in, or was it like?
No, it was literally my first Made in America,
Okay.
like, period.
I had to ask because Tierra. Because I think the first time I saw Tierra at Made in America was back in 2019, and she had like said on stage, she's like, "This is my first Made in America that I didn't sneak into." So I had to ask that for you, but I thought that was cool because for you, that experience being your first Made in America, but also your first Made in America since like people knowing you as an artist. Did you get obviously Tierra, you got to meet Tierra, but
Yeah.
did you get to meet Uzi? Like, what was that experience like backstage with you? Like, were people like, oh shit?
It was great, and it seemed like almost everybody knew me. I met JT, I met Uzi.
Dope.
Me and Tierra, that's my guy. Tierra, Wacka Flacka. That's what I call her.
Why do you call her Wack Flacka?
Because she called me Lay's Chips.
That's funny as fuck.
But I met a lot of people. I met some DJs. I'm trying to think. Of course, shout out to Too Rare and them, Sturdy, all of them. I saw them.
Who? Core. Oh, Core.
I actually didn't see Core though. I didn't see him.
Yeah, he did. He was on the stage at the entrance, I think. But yeah, shout out Core. Shout out Philly.
Yeah,
man.
shout out Core. That's my guy.
And then we're gonna. You know what else I'm gonna manifest? You're gonna be in the lineup next year.
Oh, for sure.
You're gonna manifest
sprinkle
it,
it.
man. And then we gonna bring this
Sprinkle
clip
that.
back, and we gonna be like, oh shit, Lay's on the lineup.
Yep.
And we'll be seeing you on one of those stages next year.
You all ready?
So what do you got coming up next? What are we working on? What's going on with you? What do the people gotta know that you got coming out soon?
Me and Maya, the Don, got No More Crying coming out. I have the video for Left Cheek coming out next month.
Right.
And
I think I saw the premiere for it on YouTube too.
that's about to come out. And then at the top of the year, I'm dropping my first EP,
Nice. What's the EP called? Can we say?
Mania.
Mania. Why Mania?
I'm gonna get into that when they come out.
All right.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
I'll see you
Not
again
too
when they
much.
come out.
Yeah, you're gonna see me again when they come out. I promise.
Well,
I'm
look,
gonna pick
congratulations on everything. We're gonna have you. What are you doing today? Performance freestyle? What are we doing?
freestyling.
Freestyle? Oh, we got a freestyle. Nice. All right, cool. So by the time y'all see this, her freestyle's out. So go check that out. Before we get out of here, let the people know they can follow you. Anything else you want to let the people know? Now's the time to do it. This camera right here.
Right here?
Yeah.
All right, bet. What's good, y'all? You already know who it is. It's your favorite little mommy, Lay Bankz. You can follow me on all social media at LAYBANKZ. That's LAYBANKZ. Big Bankz. You already know.
Big Bankz in the building. Go follow her. Go run up the freestyle. Mania EP top of the year. Go check that out. New single Maya the Don on the way. Freestyle out now. Go follow her. Go show her some love. Go show her some support. Love is free. Support is free. But y'all already knew that. Till next time. Phil in the building. Lay Bankz in the building. We out. Boom.